Getting into the biblical blueprint of business this morning, so stay around and listen. And we're going to start off with the one most important thing that a lot of people do backwards, and that is start with God and not money. People have this all wrong. People will become so successful and then they realize that they're empty and then they run to God. But in Proverbs 16:3, it says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established." So you always want to start with a purpose. Like, you always want to commit your plans to the Lord. Like, you're doing this to serve out your purpose and not for money. That is always a byproduct. Number 2, we're going to work diligently. So Proverbs 10:4 says, "He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent make thy rich." So here's the thing, is that when you could work, like, you could be like putting in all the work, but if you're working like lazily, like if you're just doing work just to get by and you're not actually working diligently, like, those are the people that are going to become poor. They're never going to become successful. It's very important that you work with a diligent hand, that you work with a purpose. So like, if you're currently at like your job or you're working a business that like you feel misaligned with, then you need to give that to God and get in alignment so that way you can work diligently, because then you will prosper. Okay, number 3, we're going to seek wisdom. So we're going to seek wisdom before we make decisions. Okay, so Proverbs 24:3-4 says, "Through wisdom is a house builded, and by understanding it is established." Okay, so this is very important because you need to know your market, your customers. You need to know the system. You need to know your craft. Like, you need to know all about your business, like, in order to have a successful business. Like, you need to know the ins and outs. You need to know all those things. So it's very important that you seek the wisdom, that you study that before you start making decisions on it. And then we're going to go into my favorite part of being a good steward of what you already have. So we're going to dive into Matthew 25:14-30. And this is the parable of talents. And I'm going to get into the story, which is so good. So Matthew 25:14-30, this is the parable of the talents. And the master gives 3 servants money. And the 2 of the servants multiply it, but 1 buries it. And I'm going to go over like bullet points of what happens, okay? So we're going to start off with 14. "For it is just like a man about to go on a journey, who called his own slaves, and he entrusted his possessions to them." So he was about to go out, and then so he entrusted his slaves with possessions, and, entrusting them that they're going to be good stewards of it. So one who had received, so each different ones were given, some were given more, and one was given less. So the one who had received 5 talents immediately went and did business with them. So he went and invested his money. He went and invested, and he immediately went and did business and earned 5 more talents. So he got his return. He earned 50% interest on that. And in the same way, the other servant who had received the 2 talents earned 2 more. So they went and they multiplied his money. So that way when he came back, he had way more money. He had way more talents. But the one who had only received 1 talent, he went and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. So he took the money and he ran. He only had like 1 talent. So he's like, you know what? Like, I'm going to go hide this rather than invest and multiply it. So when the servant came back, he said, "Well done, good and faithful slaves. You were faithful with a few things, and I will put you in charge of many more things. Enter the joy of your master." So like this, he's happy that these servants went and multiplied his money. Now he's giving him more responsibility. Now he's giving him more money because he gave little and he was entrusted with little, and he did far greater with it. And then so now he's giving him more. So now with the one that received the 1 talent and went and hid the money, he said, "You worthless, lazy slave." Like, he is so upset. He's like, "You're lazy. You went and hid my money. How dare you?" And therefore, he took the talent away, and then he said he's going to give it to the one who has 10 more talents. So he's going to go ahead and take that money now, and he's going to go give it to the other servants that were good stewards of the money, that went and invested it and multiplied it. Like, when you start a business and you start it like in a way of the kingdom, like, he's going to give you a little bit, and he's going to see how you are with that money. Depending on how you are with that money, he's going to entrust you with more. He's going to entrust you with more more, more, more. Like whatever goes up, if it goes up fast, it's going to come down fast, like in most cases. So that's why, like, if you're just starting your business and it's going a little bit slow, like there's a reason for it. Like God doesn't hurry things up. Like God's timing is way better than ours. But this was like such a good study this morning. I am so glad to be able to study on the blueprint of business, because it is so important in life, because especially with, everybody entering self-employment and all the things, like, turn to your Bible. This is your blueprint. Like, this is the best blueprint that you can have.